Hello, Linda.
Hi there, my friend.
How are you?
Good. Fancy seeing you here.
I know.
We just bumped into each other and said, hey, why don't we just do a show real quick?
Let's do it. Yeah, we're in California, in the same boat, so to speak, with this crazy weather.
It's raining really hard here. It's going to
Yeah.
rain tomorrow during my Niners game. Andre and I are going to do a show tomorrow.
During the game?
No, before.
Oh. Hey, ask Andre. Here's a question for Andre. The last 3 months and the next 3 months, full moons all fall in 16 degrees of their sign. What does that mean? And 16, the number 16 is the Tower card. So I'm thinking, are we just in this rocking and rolling? The last 3 months we have been, and the next 3 months until March, and that feels like, according to a lot of astrologers, and I'm not one, I don't follow it that much at all.
Me neither. I'm not very good with astrology.
They say that in March, that's when things start shifting again, towards an easier time.
Yeah,
So,
March has been very big in my psyche.
yeah, mine too. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but then some astrology says that. I just found it interesting that somebody brought that to my attention. I went, oh, I need to, and I'll send you a little post-it so you can send it to Andre about
I'll send
that.
it to Andre. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for submitting questions. It's been great. I'm gonna try not to go over the stuff that you just went over yesterday on your show. That was a great show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And but the big thing is for me is, one of the questions that we got towards that they wanted to ask towards the end is how do we as a collective come together and be more mature? Number one, turn off the dang TV.
Turn the TV off.
You don't have to keep recycling these.
I try to keep up a little bit because of the business I'm in.
Yep.
But I can't take it today with going over these records, these classified records. They talking about it every second. It's like, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm done.
Yeah. We already got the information. We already know.
And it's going to end up being a nothing burger. So
yeah, right. And so much with this, new Congress, it's a nothing burger. They can't do anything. They've got to get through the Senate, and then they have to get through. I mean, there's going to be some hiccups that some shenanigans.
Right.
Anyway, so let's get into.
Then Trump called Jack Smith a terrorist today.
Oh, geez.
And he gets away with name calling and being awful like that.
Yeah, and Bannon does the same thing.
I see Bannon going to jail. Yesterday, I saw it as clear as day. So it's getting ready to happen between now and probably April, May. So
yeah, good.
Ready to happen.
Because I was going. So he was charged with contempt of Congress, and I don't know if the new Congress can go. No, we don't want to.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's in the DOJ, and he's already been convicted. So. Yeah. He's in appeal. He's out in appeal, yakking his mouth off. But yeah, so I was trying to find the appeal, and I can't find out when they're going to be doing this appeal.
Wow,
it's nuts. So I'm just going to take it on your faith. He's going to jail soon, and hopefully he won't keep his mouth shut. But
yes, and very sad news about Lisa Marie Presley.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody told me that I had talked to Elvis for briefly. I've seen him psychically a couple of times. And that she remembered that I had said, he said he was worried about his daughter, Lisa Marie. And this was before the suicide of the son.
Yeah.
So it's interesting he said that. And then the other guy from Bachman Turner Overdrive, the drummer, died.
Really?
Yeah, only 68. Something's going on.
Jeff Beck died.
Jeff Beck died. Just, I'm telling you, and more's to come. I'm even
Yeah.
getting the chills just now when I said that.
Yeah.
Of
And
course,
you-
they're in paradise, so they're not, you know what I'm saying? But
Right. Right. And you were talking about, you know, how celebrities are going to be going, some big name celebrities.
I saw
And-
big names.
And, you know, and Lisa Marie,
It's a big name too.
big name. And, you know, just what a crazy life. You know, people think, oh yeah, that's going to be great when, if you're famous, or it's not at all. They have such struggles.
And they
that-
can't
yeah.
really lay back and be comfortable and trust people.
No.
You know, I read for some celebrities and you know, you can tell that they're always worried someone will tell, you know, they can't kick off their shoes and kick back and relax.
No.
Of course, after time, if they know you, they probably can, but
Yeah. But yeah, it's not what it's cracked up to be. And so, you know, I just send her love and light as she's moving through her transition. It's
when I heard her housekeeper found her in a full code, I said, and then she coded twice in the ER. I said, she's not gonna live. She
No.
was intubated, she was in a coma, and I'm almost positive they turned to the family and said, do you want us to extubate her? Because I feel like Lisa Marie was very specific. Don't let me linger on no. You know,
right. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, so love and light out to her. Let's look into, as I said, thank you for the questions. Got a lot of good ones, and I've added a few in there. First off, though, I want to just throw this out. Be really careful of scammers. I'm getting a lot of text messages saying, hey, your debit card is frozen. And it was weird because I got this California rebate debit card.
yes.
And so I was online and making, you know, adjusting it or setting it up. And the next day I get a text saying your debit card is frozen. And I went, my debit card, the only debit card I have, well, you know, my bank, which I never use, and this one. And so I was going, oh, I should call it. And luckily I hear, do not call that number in the text.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got to call the number on the back of the card or go online. You cannot click from a text. So just
Yeah.
be super careful out there.
Yes.
They're
And
really,
also, when you look up on your phone, I had trouble with PayPal one time. So I look, you know, went to find the PayPal number and called this number, and they acted like they were PayPal.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden the guy comes and says, your PayPal has been hacked. What's your social security and blah, blah. And I just hung up the phone. I realized it was a fraud.
yeah,
And got just something so simple. I've been getting from this place DocuSign.
Oh.
Your dog's rabies is due. And for a $13 fee, we handle everything. And I'm thinking, I don't remember Jack needing that right away, but I'm lazy. I didn't say anything. They keep writing me. So
Yeah.
finally I called the vet. I said, oh, I'm getting a thing from DocuSign. Is that from the city? They're saying Jack's rate. They said he's not even due for a year or so.
yeah,
So I got one again and I wrote back. I said, I've reported you to the California Attorney General. You are a fraud.
yeah, yeah.
All of a sudden they don't want to write no more.
Really?
Did
Oh.
they take it personally after we became such good friends?
Jeez. All right, well, listen, let's get into some questions.
Okay.
Since we're in California, I have a couple of California questions.
Okay.
Our fine governor said that that he's going to need to cut the budget because we had $100 billion surplus. California is the top economy as far as states in the United States. We have the biggest economy. So we went from 100 billion down to a $22 billion deficit.
What happened?
They, from what I read, and I didn't really do a whole bunch of double checking on this. California's taxes are a lot of the budget comes from the uber rich. And when the uber rich, the stock market kind of was fluctuating.
Yeah.
So their capital gains tax, and they just lost $29 billion in tax revenue. And so, I mean, this all goes above my head.
Gee, they cashed my check real fast. I had to pay them $8,000.
Oh yeah. Isn't it amazing how fast they cash those checks?
Oh my God. It's like, wait, I just sent that. Everything else takes forever.
Yeah, right. So what I want to look at, I mean, Newsom's talking about cutting some climate stuff, some EV funding, even though we have 22 billion in reserve. He doesn't want to touch it. So I want to ask, is California headed into a recession?
Interesting.
It's California. And because California is the largest economy in the United States as a state, I'm sure the ripple effects are going to be throughout the United States.
Right.
If California goes into a recession.
You know, it's really weird. People ask me if Katie, that gal with the whiteboard, if she would win Feinstein's seat. And I wasn't seeing it. If she does, that'd be great. And then they were asking about him, Gavin Newsom. And I was feeling people not as thrilled about him. I wonder if it's because of this.
I saw a picture, just scrolling through the internet of him when he was married to Kimberly Guilfoyle.
I remember that.
And they're laying on a rug in this, and they said, this is the new Kennedys. And I'm like, oh my God, it was so weird.
She turned out to be really creepy.
Yeah.
His wife, when he was mayor of San Francisco, his wife decided some big organization was supposed to have their event there. His wife had taken over when they were supposed to be there without asking anybody for some friends of hers. And it caused a big ruckus. And I remember thinking, boy, she really feels entitled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's just something, when I look at Gavin Newsom, and I think he's a go-getter, but I feel politics.
Yeah.
I feel politics, like he knows how to schmooze.
Yeah, and work the system. Yeah, it's a little too smooth for me.
Right.
I think he does a lot of great stuff.
I do too. Well, he's the one in San Francisco that said marriage was fine.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that, people are leaving California left and right. It's just too hard. My sales tax is 9-point-something% here. I don't know about you. Is it going into recession? There's a flux of money coming in from somewhere.
Yes, I saw that.
So what is that for the New Deal?
I have them reviewing their money. So they're taking a look at all of this. And it feels like I've got the sun card at the base, obvious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can we have a little bit of this right now, though?
Yes.
I'm so gloomy with all this.
I'm almost feeling like somebody comes to California. I didn't think people wanted to build in California, but I see him making a deal with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the Knight of Cups coming
An
in.
offer.
Yeah. And it feels like, so I also got it, it's being crossed by going back to a simpler time. So maybe they're going to start paring back some of the expenditures that they have that are not needed.
Right, right. But he's definitely reviewing it, and they will kind of get in there and cut some stuff.
Yeah, and I don't see a recession at all.
I don't either.
Yeah, I just see some things coming and moving in, like what you said, somebody coming in.
Yeah. Offering them a deal or offering something.
Right.
It
Right.
feels like some building of some sort or building something.
So when I think of that, I want to go into a little segue into Tesla. Is someone going to buy Tesla and keep it in California? Like, because Elon Musk,
Didn't they already move it to Texas?
They moved it to Texas, but they still have, don't they have factories here in California?
I thought he moved out.
Really?
You know, Tesla's gone down 20% in their pricing.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's too many other options that he doesn't own that. Let me look at Tesla. Tell me about Tesla. Tesla's about ready. Tesla may end or be bought by somebody.
Yeah.
It's gonna go through a total, somebody else will take over it.
Yeah, I think so.
I see him even having to come out of Twitter down the road here. And what I'm feeling is he's going to concentrate on space.
Yeah, I got him as the hermit card, which is, I mean, so he's got all these things going on and he's going to have to really pare it down, and he's becoming so toxic.
Yeah, he's lost billions of dollars.
I know.
And Tesla's not happy. Their board of trustees is not happy.
Right. They're going to bring the big stick to him, I think.
Did you see that Tesla that stopped on the Bay Bridge? It was the one, the auto drive one, the one he was bragging about, and the cameras on the bridge. It was a white, and it goes along and then just stops. And boom, 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 like 9 cars. People were hurt. A little boy was hurt.
Yeah, I saw the headline to it. I didn't click on it. You know, I don't understand. Another thing I don't understand. There's a lot that I don't understand, and I know that shocks a lot of people. But they shouldn't have these automated cars when they haven't perfected it. I know.
But really, I think you should be awake and wide awake and working behind the wheel. I would no sooner trust somebody sleeping. It reminds me of
that's just silly. That's just silly, Linda.
It reminds me of that Vacation. Remember that show, Vacation?
Yeah.
With Chevy Chase, and they were going to the Grand Canyon, Wally's World. It was their destination.
Yeah.
And they're showing them driving. They're showing the kids, you know. They're showing the wife, you know, sound asleep. And then they show him, and he's like, and then the next thing, there goes the car off. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep going into California.
Okay.
Will the 49ers beat the Seahawks?
I can't answer that because I have too much skin in the game. Give me your hit.
All right, I'm gonna give you my hit. And I'm not good at betting on sports, so
right. But you know, like when Andre asked me, was it Brazil?
Yes.
And I don't know for nothing, and I don't watch. So I said Brazil's going to win, and I was right. But I can't have any skin in the game. Yeah, because I want the 49ers to win.
Of course. Okay. And also we have a huge lotto. Can you pick some lotto numbers?
Ooh, in fact, thank you to reminding me, because today I have to, even in the storm. Fortunately, I have my white patent leather rain boots that I got from the Santos Satan website. I'll wear those.
But see, the difference, Linda, is that you make those look good.
Oh, thank you. I look like something weird. I look like him with those fat legs of him. My legs are the same.
Ah, okay, here we go.
Okay,
Let's
what
see.
do you get?
49ers, are they going to win?
And it's raining tomorrow, my friend. They
Yeah,
may have to put it on pause. You might see that.
yeah, I got the slow moving knight.
Okay.
I got the Knight of Swords. It's going to be kind of a good game. And the Two of Wands, so it's not letting us know.
Oh,
Come on.
okay,
Come
that's
on.
okay. I'll take that.
All right. Take it.
Take it.
Take it. It's going to be a good game, though.
I feel it will, because they're going to be sloshing in the mud, and
Yeah.
I like my bins is all wet. I'd be out there with a towel.
Yeah. Yeah, making sure they're all dry.
Of course,
Yeah.
they're all young enough to be my sons, you know. I remember being younger and loving football, and they all seem so old. They all look like old men to me.
Yeah, now they look like babies.
Oh my God, they're just
Babies.
little boys. They're just little boys.
All right. Okay, here we go. Moving on.
Moving on.
You mentioned, still in California, you mentioned an earthquake in the
Yeah.
central part of California. Okay, so that scared the hell out of me because I live in central California.
Oh, that's right.
I've got that nuclear power plant in my backyard.
So you're going down, huh? Why was I feeling, I'm sorry, I'm feeling more like Riverside. That's not central?
That's southern. That's near LA.
I'm feeling more Riverside up.
Yeah. Okay.
So, let me look. I saw a good sized earthquake, but the good news is I didn't see a lot of deaths or anything.
Yeah.
I see up near Washington, Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Tell me if Danny's going to be affected by the earthquakes you have so generously showed me. I see it all over the news, but I'm not seeing like a lot of heartbreak, but a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Nukes. Let me look at the nukes. Okay, no, they just said no. It's okay. I think they've worked out something with that nuclear plant to make sure things are shored up. It's not going to be like Japan.
Yeah.
Because that got a tsunami that hit it.
Yeah. Right. Right. But they have a lot of, that nuclear power plant. If it goes, I mean, that's going to be huge news. Huge news. And it will disrupt the whole economy of the state. So.
No, it's going to be okay. It's almost like a miracle. So I'm getting to think people will be the earthquakes is enough that people have to stand still. But I'm thinking it's not going to be near you because it would show tower. And I remember one time I was in an OR class at San Mateo College, and I had a bunch of other gals, and we'd go to lunch. And one night I sat with them, and I had the cards, and I threw cards for like 6 or 7 women, and each person got the tower. And after I was done, I looked at them, I said, okay, this is really weird. Are we getting ready to have an earthquake or something? And the next day was a Loma Prieta.
Wow. Yeah.
And we couldn't go to the class because the bridges.
Yeah.
So being that I read specifically on you, I would say it's not going to affect you. But the world comes to a standstill. So it's going to be someplace, but it's not nuke related.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
That it's not nuke related. I mean, it's going to be bad that the world's going to come to a standstill again. Maybe it'll shake us up.
Well, listen, we had that little shaker here
Yeah.
in Santa Rosa that was 4 point something.
Yeah.
And my son took our security cameras and I sent it in and it was all over the news. It was just a little one, really. But we were only,
Right.
it was right on, our house was right on top of the fault and it was high
Oh,
up.
wow.
So it shook like a boom and,
Yeah. Well, and maybe this will be the one that gets us all to start paying attention to the unity, and so that we all come together instead of all of us fighting.
that's what my guys have been saying for years now about when they ask, when is this god awful hate against each other going to stop? And
Yeah.
they were showing me not a war, but ecological things going on, Armageddon type weather, and that it makes people kind of get off that and work together.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a mudslide less than a mile from us and went through some neighborhoods, and everybody's banding together, and nobody's asking, are you a liberal or are you a conservative? Nobody's asking. They're just walking in with
Coming
shovels.
out helping.
Yeah.
That's now this is going to take several years. My guys have always said past 2025.
Right.
So.
And so during this time where we're going through this transition, it's so important for us to stay in joy and be connected to nature and not be connected to the negative that keeps being presented to us. We don't need to look at it that much.
No, and you know, when I first was starting on my YouTube, and we were all like, is he gonna get his shot dessert? And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, my guide said, knock it off. And I'm like, what? You guys got to stop this because you're not hurting him, you're hurting yourself.
Right.
And so I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because if you don't calm your own energy and know that this too shall pass, we're in a place of resistance.
Yes.
So I was like, and I told everybody, I said, you guys, my guide said, because we still that's why we throw to kind of give people peace of mind that just
right.
will come. But they were like, just kick back and wait for it. And some people were mad at me. They said, how could you? I will never forgive him. I'm not asking you to forgive him. I'm just asking you to not give him any more attention.
Right. Because you give him power.
Yes.
And especially, the Orange Menace, that's what he wants. He wants the attention. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's move on. I also had a dream the other night of a volcano in the Caribbean.
Oh.
Towards the southern part of the Caribbean.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and the way that I look at this, we all need to be as prepared as we can be. Go out and buy your rubber boats.
Yes. With your matching white patent leather boots.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I'm going to have the polka dot bikini that I'm going to wave.
I can't wait. I can't wait to rescue you.
Yoo-hoo!
But, it's important. I was thinking of this, when we lost power the other day. We lost power at night. And you can practice what happens if you have to get out. You should practice that when you're in like a little bit of a turmoil, like in the middle of the night when you can't see. I mean, it's like, where's the flashlights? Where are my shoes? It's all the little stuff that you don't think about.
Right, exactly.
We
and
think about.
I went out and bought. I paid a lot of money to get the bottom of my house shored.
Yeah.
And I have a generator. That was $15,000 right there. And of course, my power has not gone out since I got the generator. you know, it's connected to my gas. And if we tried it, your power goes out in seconds, it's on.
Wow, good.
And that one, I was gonna get solar, but solar cannot do like heating or, you know, it can only do a few things. Whereas this one, if it's during the summer, I can have my air conditioning going.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's going to generate the whole house. It's a lot of
Yeah.
energy.
And it runs on gas?
It runs on gas. They connected it to my gas.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. Let's look into something else. We'll move away from California earthquakes and earth changes, and just be ready, everybody, be ready. I heard you talking about the price of eggs yesterday.
It's like $8 for a dozen. Have you looked?
Yeah, yeah, I
How
know.
much?
Yeah,
Did they even have eggs?
I think we're paying $7.
Yeah. So I ordered food from Costco because I like it when they carry it, because I get the boxes of soap and all that.
Yeah.
And the lady said, I said, can you just check for me? Do they have eggs? She said, they only have the 5 dozen. I said, I'll take it. But when she came, so now I have 5 dozen, by the way. When she came, she said, I said, hey, by the way, how long do those crates of 5 dozen last? She said, within minutes they were gone. She said, I just grabbed one. Because it
Wow.
wasn't at my store, Oliver's or Safeway. I couldn't find them at any store.
Yeah, right. Right. So we've got a bunch of local who have eggs for sale, but
Oh, that's
every time I go there, they're gone.
because they're selling, not because their birds are sick.
Right. Or it's just been so rainy that the chickens don't lay eggs. I don't know. I think they
I would
need
love to have chickens, but I can't. The ordinance where I live don't allow chickens. But I used to love chickens. I know they're messy, but fresh eggs, yeah.
the best, the
Yeah.
best.
Right.
All right, let's get into some politics, national politics.
Okay.
The Proud Boys are now in trial. So we had the Oath Keepers trial, 2 seditious conspiracy charges against them. And they had to split up the Oath Keepers trial because they didn't have a courtroom big enough for all of them.
Jeez.
So now they're on the second.
And one of their lawyers got kicked off the bar. They had to find another lawyer.
Oh, really? Only the finest.
Only the finest, only the best.
Oh, yeah. And I love Trump's lawyer, who's like a parking lot attendant lawyer or something. Alibaba, whatever her name is. Anyway, so you had the Oath Keepers trial, and they're on the second one, and a couple of those are up for seditious conspiracy. The Proud Boys trial, this is the third trial, and the Proud Boys attorney said that they were being used as scapegoats for Trump, and that he was the one that unleashed the mob. So that's what the Proud Boys attorney said. So that's kind of a,
Yeah, they're still in trouble, because you can say, oh, so-and-so made me rob that bank. They don't care. You're the one that's gonna pay.
you robbed the bank. So let's see if some of those guys are going to get this seditious conspiracy.
I just heard most of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Wasn't another group just got seditious?
Yeah. Yeah, the Oath Keepers.
The
guy with the one eye.
The thing is that makes these people and their families and their friends mad at Trump. Because they really think he should be paying for this. And
yeah. Yeah. It's funny when you said you thought that Trump, they're thinking Trump should be paying for it. I got the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving. Come on, you need to pay for our.
Exactly.
Now they're all in arms, and they're like.
No, and then he says,
Other.
oh, yes, I'm going to, if I'm president again, I'm going to pardon. That's what he said while he was president the first time. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
right.
guys, I'll pardon you. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So how many total people?
I'm not sure.
10 is a big number on this. Either it's 10 people or they get 10 years or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I get them. They're going to be charged with seditious.
They're gonna manage to get them. Yeah. Ooh, Trump's gonna be mad. But too bad.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, and it's all stemming from that. You know, I don't know what the Proud Boys is, but whoever they are, stand by, stand down, stand by.
What an idiot.
And then they tweeted that and go, "We're standing by, sir." Oh, geez.
They were just looking. They're wannabes. They're wannabe gangsters.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Was it Missouri? That's where my dad's kinfolk come from the Ozarks. Are going to start passing a law that women have to wear sleeves. There's no sleeveless dresses. This is what these people have to do with their time.
So I am from Missouri.
Okay, we could be kinfolk.
From the Ozark region.
Yeah, I bet you we kinfolk.
I have a couple of jokes, but I can't say them here. And my Republican hillbilly toothless brother is still in the Ozarks. And so I test the temperature of MAGA with him because I can still talk to him briefly.
Does he name call you?
No, I mean, he just calls me a liberal.
Okay.
And I go, okay. And I call him a redneck toothless hillbilly. So we're even. But oh my gosh. Has to wear sleeves.
They have to wear sleeves in Missouri. That's what they're doing in that Alabama Huckabee. She's causing all kinds of.
Oh my gosh. What was it? Latinx? You can't say Latinx. People are going to get arrested for asking for Kleenex.
Jeez.
And they're going to go, you said the wrong word. And they'll throw you in jail. Unbelievable.
But these people are just, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And they're the ones, these are the poorest places around. They're the ones that are begging for money from the United States of America.
Right. Right. And then they're saying we're socialists. Yeah. All right. Let's dig into where are we? Oh, okay. All right. 50 minutes. So let me do a couple more.
Okay.
Because we have to get into the UFOs. Let's. I want to read on Brazil, but I want to read on the Amazon rainforest. Do you think the new president Lulu is going to be able to set things in place that are going to start saving the Amazon?
Absolutely guaranteed. He's
Okay.
already working on that now.
Right. And he put a good woman in charge
Good.
of that. But I was just wondering, then you have the African, just all the poachers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's horrific.
I know, it's just terrible.
Okay.
But they're working hard to try to save everybody. Well, they're just going in killing people.
Yeah. All right, let's look at, I'm going to switch gears into Ukraine.
Oh God, I love Ukraine.
So Poland is putting in tanks, giving them tanks. I think that happened today. They're trying to pressure a bunch of EU countries and Germany and the US to bring them tanks. And I'm thinking, are the tanks just going to drag out the war even longer? Or is this?
Oh, but Putin is furious, and if he could use nukes, he would. I just see his hand being grabbed like he can't. He would love, he's just like Hitler when they were bombing Berlin and they said, "Sir, should we get our people out?" "No, let them die."
Yeah.
That's how he is. So what I'm feeling, also, we're taking a lot of, we've been for a while, but we're taking a lot of Ukrainians here in the United States and training them.
Yeah.
So they will win this war.
Yeah.
And Putin is going to go down. It might not be till March, but Putin is going to go down.
Well, March is way too late for me, but I'll take it over, years and years as we keep going. And I don't know, you're talking about too much skin in the game. I've got too much skin in the game with Ukraine, just my feelings for these poor people.
It's just terrible.
And even the Russian people who are caught up in this, they don't want this. It's just
Mothers don't want their sons going in there. They got no equipment. They got no proper clothing or food.
Right. So I'm hoping, and I keep feeling that it will end with it by the summer as well. And I don't know if that's just because I want it. So
It's going to end, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's going up. He's dead. Even maybe post, what do you call it when you're dead? Post you something. They might end up saying all the crimes this man and his armies did, including tying up people, torturing them, raping children and women. It was just terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Which is part of the reason Ukrainian people are so strong. They're so angry. They just were, for a while there, they were being nice to the Russians. Now I think they're just getting rid of them.
Right. And I hope that they can, after this is over, that recovery for them is quick, and that they can forgive and let go and somehow regain, because you can't live in that hate for all that time, even though it's so hard to let go of.
I know.
So hard.
And Russia's really going to go through some stuff too, economically and everything. It's just really going to be ugly. I actually see all the prison doors opening. So Navalny and everybody's getting out of there.
Yeah.
But I also see a lot of chaos in the streets. So I don't know what that's about. Like people even burning anything that Putin had, burning palaces and stuff.
Right.
He will be an enemy in Russia too. For entertainment purposes only.
Of course. Yes. So, and I also see that so many nations coming together to help rebuild Ukraine.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of work on that. Actually, if within the next 5 years, I think I had a hit that I might even go to the Ukraine to visit.
Yeah.
It's been my tourist money there.
I would, definitely. Yeah. I would.
Maybe we'll get a big group and we'll go there.
Yeah. So as we're going to wrap this up, as I start fading with my COVID brain, this has been the worst.
Oh, they say it's just terrible.
Oh my, it's like I wake up and I go, I'm feeling good. And then
it
30, 40 minutes. Yeah.
So you got all the vaccines, right?
No, I got 3.
Okay.
I got 3. So I didn't get the 4th. And the reason was it felt like that new variants kept coming out so fast that the vaccine wasn't really going to keep up with them. And plus I wasn't going anywhere. I was being really, really careful.
Right. Did you wear a mask anytime you went out?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Where
And
do you think you got this?
we went up to Hearst Castle to see the holiday Hearst Castle thing. And we had to take a bus ride 20 minutes up the hill to
Yeah,
this.
I've been there. Yeah.
And nobody was wearing a mask except me and my wife. And we were in the very front row, and this guy walks up and he starts hacking. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, so, and it was just, you know, kind of crowded and people pushing and getting too close. And so I think that's about it.
I got a notice from the CDC or the Department of Health that I was front row center at the Paul McCartney concert at the Oakland Coliseum, that I had been exposed to COVID.
Oh.
And I never got it.
Oh.
You know, not me and my boys. My boys can't do the vaccine. They did too. And they, especially the second one, they had such bad reaction.
Yeah.
I said, that's fine. Just wear a mask when you go out.
Yeah.
But we wear masks wherever we go.
Right. Yeah. My wife, she was sick for 10 to 15 days from the vaccine. And
Oh
she
yeah,
goes,
that vaccine will kick your ass.
she goes, I'm not doing that again. So now she got COVID, and she was only down for 4 days, but you know, she's taking naps every day, which she never, ever did.
Oh yeah, it kicked
So,
her. But you know, that vaccine was causing my son to have horrible chest pains,
oh,
like he was having a heart attack.
yeah.
Yeah, so you know, it's just not for them.
Yeah. Right.
Me, I felt nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't even drop a pound. That's what pissed me off. Okay, what was your last question, my friend?
Last question. We're going to do one for the collective.
Okay.
I had one that said, and I got a lot of thumbs up with it, wanting us to do like a collective meditation at the end. And I'm not big on the meditations on this. You know, I can do that on Sunday, but I do want to just throw it out, you know, for us just to take a couple of deep breaths and let some of the news go and the fear go. And let's just pull a couple of cards for the collective on how to, for all of us, both sides, to put down our divisiveness and come together as a collective.
Okay.
How do we do that? What do we do? What's the message from spirit to do that?
Why am I hearing as clear as day? Honor yourself. What has that got to do with anything? Honor yourself and those around you.
Yeah.
If you live in honor, you tend to be less judgmental.
Yeah. I love that.
How can we come together? Soon
Okay.
the sword will be, we're walking around with swords and we're cutting ourselves as well as those things we don't like.
Yes.
But soon justice will prevail. And so, you know, this is the higher realm card. This is also the high money card, but it's a higher realm. And trust your instincts.
Yes.
Then and the answers are there. That's
Yeah.
what.
Cool. Well, I didn't talk about ETs, but they did. So it talks about the star seed card, the vibration card, and the union card. So as what you were saying, you know, when we're running around with these swords trying to cut the bad away, we're ending up cutting ourselves.
Right.
So it trust in the higher realm. In the star seed, it can be the angelic realm, just the higher power. Get into the right vibration where we're not fighting, but were actually bringing us together in union.
Right, well, we're all connected to the same thing. We're all from the same realm, even the ETs.
Right.
So vibrationally, if you know that you're never alone, it's almost like you always thought, even when you're little, that somebody was listening to your thoughts.
Yeah.
You're an open book, my friend. Open. And when you die, you don't even realize how open you were, because they know everything.
They know everything.
But it's with love. It's with love. And so you just be with love and compassion and mercy and know that they're with you. Because a lot of people will say, you know, Linda, I'm so alone. I live in this place by myself. And I'm like, you know what, honey, I don't know how else to tell you. You're never alone.
Right.
You're never alone. We're all part of this big project.
Yeah. And this community that has sprung up is so awesome to give us community, to let us know that we're not alone.
Right. And you know, you see those people that come in on our lives and, oh, hey, so-and-so, how you doing? You know, everybody's happy to talk to everybody. It's just wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing a couple of lives. They scare the hell out of me, but this year I'm gonna do some solo lives.
Good.
Ooh, scary.
Oh, I actually thought I wouldn't like them. I like them.
But see, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I can't do that.
You get somebody to help you. Somebody that posts the questions for you from your crowd.
Oh, okay.
You do that.
That'll make it easy.
Right. Right.
All right. Linda, thank you so much. It's been an honor to spend some time with you.
To talk to you. I've been bugging you about us doing a collab.
I know, and then I got sick and we had to postpone it and blah, blah, blah. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in your rubber boots, in your bikini.
On MSNBC. Okay, sweetie.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, honey.